Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, I got it backwards. Yeah. Man, what a game. What a game. The Indiana Fever ended Atlanta Dreams nightmare on Dream Street. Yes, it was a nightmare on Dream Street for the Atlanta Dreams tonight. They thought they had the referees in their pocket. They thought they was going to bully the Indiana Fever, but guess what? The Indiana Fever, just like in Game 2, we came to take the fight to you. We had to take the fight to you. We had to bring the fight to you. After all the antics, after all the dirty plays, after all the flopping, after all the missed calls, the Indiana Fever walked away victorious in the A with an 87-85 victory and advanced to the second round of the semifinals, where they had not been in 11 years. They just won their first playoff game since 2015, and then they've won their first playoff home game since 2016. This Indiana Fever team, if you do not believe, despite all the odds, as the great Phil Collins would say, against all odds. Yes, against all odds. Injuries, referees, the WNBA, Kathy Engelberg, and the Indiana Fever are still standing to this day. They advanced to the second round of the WNBA Semifinals that will be starting on Sunday. Don't know the time yet, but it looks like they will be facing Asia Wilson. Yes, the whistle merchant and the Aces. But nonetheless, let me get right to this press conference for y'all real quick before I go any further, because the Indiana Fever has showed their endurance, their grit, their fight, and how teams come together. This team been fighting all season long, and they're not going to stop fighting now.
Steph, take us through kind of the final couple of minutes, 7-0 burst, and it looked like you guys just made something out of broken plays to finish.
Yeah, I mean, it's, this group has been through every situation imaginable. And, we knew that we just had to keep it tight. We knew we had to get stops. And I felt like for a long period of time, we were getting stops and then not getting scores. And it just takes a couple breaks to go your way. And, the loose ball that bounced into our hands, I thought even though, I felt like the turning point for us was when AB got the tech, honestly. There was physicality throughout the course of the game. And at that point, that was a composure check. And it was an opportunity right then for us to turn the tide. And our group responded.
Coach, this year, you look on your sideline, there was a lot of people in with crutches and things, but you were able to bring a team together to come in here and get a victory. Talk about the resilience of this team and what you were able to see this whole year.
Why don't you own apartment buildings? Seriously, why don't you own these big apartment buildings? And I get it. You might.
This group is just really special. I mean, we say it pretty much ad nauseum, but it's like the resilience, the flexibility, the welcome and inclusive nature of this team, their selflessness to pull for the we over the me, the ability to let each teammate be who they are and shine at their best, and to lift them up, in those moments. It's just, that's good for 12 to 15 points. It is. And you couple that with the resilience, the toughness, the grit, the fight, the scrappiness, and you always give yourself a chance. And, I love riding with these guys. I love coaching them, and I'm just so incredibly proud of them.
Yeah, for both Steph and Natasha, you guys were on the team 10 years ago that last went to the semifinals. Just what does it mean to be back with this franchise to do the same thing 10 years later?
Actually feels good because in 2015, that could have been our game right there when we played against Minnesota. But I'm grateful, we're happy that we're back in the semifinals again. I feel like a whole 360 all over again. Like I could replay the 2015 playoff back in my head again. And but I'm just so excited that we're back here and with this group of young women, and the job is not done yet.
Yeah, and I'm, Tasha's our vet. Her leadership throughout the course of this season has been incredible, and it's been, a season that's had some peaks and valleys, and she's led us through it. She's led them through it. She's experienced championships. She's experienced everything in this league. She's been Defensive Player of the Year. She's played with superstars. She understands it, and no matter what, her leadership has been so steady, and it has been so important. And our team has been a reflection of that, and I'm so proud of her.
Kelsey, you guys didn't lead until that last basket with 7 seconds left in the second half. What did you tell yourselves to make sure you could stay composed and know that you were, the game was not within, or was still within reach, and that you guys saw a shot?
I said before the game started that it was going to be a gut check type of game. I think you just had to dig deep. I think you had to, really give yourself in ways that you least expect. I know I did from a leadership standpoint, and just kind of seeing and reading the game. It was big for us because we could have easily given up. We playing them here in Atlanta. A lot of factors, the fans. There's a lot of factors to go into it, and we didn't. And I wouldn't play with any other group. It's a special group.
Kelsey, the mindset to come on the road, close out. Just take us through your day and how you got to this point, and you're like, we just got to get it done.
Yeah, great question. I think it starts. I think it started the day we left to come here, mentally, and then after that, you go through your scout. You get what you need. You recover, and I think down the stretch of our shoot around, we kind of like. We were happy. We enjoyed where we were. We were grateful for where we were. And I think after shoot around, kind of like put in perspective that this was a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's a once in a lifetime moment, and you just want to seize it as much as possible. I think you could take it for granted, but I won't, and I don't think our group did either.
Touch on the way out, you were saying ATL. Describe this environment tonight, and what does it mean for you to walk out with the win?
Atlanta had a great fan base tonight. They did an excellent job of keeping their fans in it. But at the end of the day, like, we did our part to not keep their fans in it as well too. But I can't put it in words, but I'm just speechless right now. Just how we fought through this whole game. They went on their runs, we went on our runs. But at the end of the day, it was our defense that kept us in the game. And thank God to Lexi getting that stop right there, because that was a huge stop right there for us. And I don't know, I'm just really excited.
This question's for Kelsey. Coach White has done a good job of talking about how much you guys mean to her. What does she mean to you? Maybe you as well.
Oh, man. I've had 5 coaches in 8 years. I've been on, the worst, record teams here in Indiana Fever. So I know where my career started at. I know what I've kind of had to go through to kind of be in this position. And I've never had a coach that poured into me respectfully like Steph has. I go where I'm valued, and I've never really felt that as a pro. And so for the first time in my career, I really feel like I have someone that values what I bring to the table as a player and a person. Not just a player, but as a person. And so I always love Steph because she gave me an opportunity to kind of be who I am. And it's hard to do that and be that as a professional athlete. And when you find coaches that believe in you, I'll never take it for granted. So thank you, Coach.
All right, so we got to listen to the press conference with Stephanie White, Kelsey Mitchell, and Natasha Howard. And shout out to the team, the whole team. They played well. There were um, times in the game where players didn't play well, and they had to dig deep. And that goes to show Kelsey Mitchell didn't have to do, even though she had 24 points. But guess what? Aaliyah Boston came to the party. Tasha came to the party. Odyssey Sims came to the party. Lexi Hall came to the party. And you hear Natasha Howard say that steal that Lexi Hall got in that game was crucial for them because that helped them seal the game. Go back to game 2. Lexi Hall, the 3-point at at the end of the third quarter, helped propel them to win game 2. Lexi Hall, man, Lexi Hall, the thing about Lexi is that the little things that she do goes unnoticed. She could have easily been up there for defensive player of the year. I mean, she could have gotten votes for it. It's her, she don't have to score a lot to impact the game. That gives you that call a game changer or one of your star players. She doesn't have to do the scoring to impact the game. The little things she does. Yeah, there's going to be times she might get beat on defense, but guess what? You might see her turn around, get a steal, rebound, pushing up the floor, back cutting, screening, doing whatever. But that's what Lexi Hall does. Then let me shout out to Bree Turner, who had a crucial block in the game, who played defense on Brittany Griner, who she played against Brittany Griner. I didn't even know that Bree Turner played for Stephanie White in Connecticut. It's just amazing that Stephanie White coached Turner and she coached Howard, and she ended up bringing them there. And Bree Turner, as much as everybody got on Bree Turner for what she, her Twitter posts and whatever stuff may be, that's neither here nor there. The girl sat on the bench all season long. And guess what? She got her chance. Now, there's a possibility that Damaris Dantas probably will be available for the next series because she was out for concussion reasons. So now that she's been out for the whole series, she didn't play the whole series. So now she should be available for the next series. That's going to be another key weapon for the Indiana Fever too, because she could stretch the floor. That means the Fever have more spacing to do more things. And then you look at Ariel Powers, who come in gritty, feisty, get on defense, do the little things. She don't have to have big numbers. Then you got Shea Petty come in, do the little things. All of these stuff is going to be key for the Indiana Fever to continue to win in the next series because everybody, Stephanie White, and I said it many times before, guys, Stephanie White has to play everybody. She cannot. The only person might not get no playing time is Bree Hall. But everybody has to be an integral part for this Indiana Fever to be successful. She cannot have no 7 to 8 rotation. Can't work. She has to play everybody. She has to make sure everybody is on the floor. And defensively, this team is a better defensive team, has gotten better. Yeah, there's still a lot to improve on, but you got to tip your hat off to this team for losing game 1, going home and winning, and then went back on the road. Because if you think about it, this series could have been over in 2 because the Indiana Fever had game 1. They had game 1. And I say this, when you play a team a number of times in the playoffs, you're going to figure out how much. You're going to figure out their tendencies, what they like to do, what their bad habits is, and how to capitalize on it. And that's going to bode well for this team. This team is hungry. This team has stayed together. This team has continued to fight. Shout out to Aaliyah Boston. If Aaliyah Boston can play this way in the next round, this Indiana Fever will win it again. Because if she gives you 14 to 17 points a game, it's a 5-game series. So the first person to 3 it'll win it. So I think the Indiana Fever has what it takes. I think they win I think they win this next series 3-2. I think it'll go 5. They'll win it 3-2. So, but shout out to the Indiana Fever in this game. They did what they need to do. Stephanie White, I'm not going to harp on you this video. I'm gonna give you credit. I'm gonna give everybody credit, as much as I don't want to give a lot of credit, but this team held it together, because there was one point in the game that it could have easily slipped away. Especially the Indiana Fever kept it close, because it seemed like the Atlanta Dream didn't really wanted it in the fourth quarter. They was too much worried about fouls, getting foul calls, trying to bait calls, trying to flop for calls, instead of just play the game and execute. That shows a lack of discipline in a team when they do that. So, but I want to show you a highlight of Bree Turner she blocked Jordan Canada. I love it. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Love it. Well, this one is when they got booed going out. Yeah, they was booing the Indiana Fever out. Look at Bree Turner with the block. And then she gave Jordan Canada that stare down. But nonetheless, man, the Indiana Fever took care of business in the hard way. I use football analogy all the time, but I still believe this team can do something special. And if this team goes in and beats the Vegas Aces in the second round and make it to the championship, this is going to be a storybook ending that nobody has ever seen. This Indiana Fever could, all sense of purposes, derail a lot of your favorite teams who you think could win the finals. That's how well the Indiana Fever are playing. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I know some of these games be hard and tough, but you have to really tip your hat off to this team, man. You can't be nitpicky. You can't be whatever the case might be. You just got to say, hey, you know what? They did it. For all sense of purposes, yeah, we all want to see CC play. But hey, you never know what may happen, how far the fever may go. You never know. But at the end of the day, the Indiana Fever definitely are playing special basketball. Whether they win the next round or lose the next round, they have did something this season that no one expected them to do. But the job is not done yet, because they got another round to go. Like Mickey will always tell Rocky, get up. We ain't done yet. One more round to go. So the Fever got another round to go, and their job ain't done yet. So I do got more to talk about on this game, so I'm gonna have to say this until tomorrow. But I just want to do a post game and tip my head to the Indiana Fever. There's a lot of other stuff that happened in the game that I'll probably break down tomorrow, but nonetheless, the Indiana Fever went into Atlanta and actually sent them walking, I guess, to the houses, to the strip club, to get some chicken and waffles, whatever they wanted to do. But hey, the Indiana Fever handled business, and they did it the right way. They took the fight to them. They didn't allow themselves to get bullied around, and they stayed mentally tough. And that's what's going to win championship games. So until the next episode, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, Live Sports Media, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire. It's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it. So official, like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.